All right, so going into the weekend, NVIDIA closed at 116 or so exactly $116 level. Last time we talked about this one, it was last weekend on a Friday. We were somewhere around 119, so that's where we closed. And we talked about this name basically not doing much. And this is exactly what happened, because this was very large option expiration in general, not only for NVIDIA, but many equities quarterly option expiration, where I don't know if it was triple witching or quad witching this month, but it was very large. And we talked about the stock doing absolutely nothing and killing premium this week, and that's exactly what it did. Even though stock is slightly lower on a weekly basis from last week's close, only 2.5% move, which is nothing if you consider we're opened on Monday. If you were somebody who came to trade this name on Monday, this is where opened on a Monday open. So you can see around $116.50 or so. Tuesday, I don't know if you were only trading it intraday, maybe you had some chance, but you can see it basically closed 50 cents below where it opened on Monday. So that's what it's called, premium burning, and that's what has been pretty much large institutional traders have been doing, and they have been pretty much milking this name every single day, every single week, every single month. And I was talking about last time when it closed before option expiration on a monthly, that was the August expiration. This is where it was. And last 4 months or so, if you take a look at the daily chart, and you can see, you don't see much on a daily. Let's just take a look at option expiration to option expiration, what this has been doing. Yes, it has been giving you range, but you can see it's not giving you any clear signal that it's uptrending or downtrending. After this split, yes, you had a pretty good breakout trade, but ever since, you can see that basically after the stock split, close and then open, close, open and close. This is 4 months. This is of option expiration to option expiration, sort of like every month candle. And that's what it has been doing. So what I'm looking forward. So this is out of the way. We talked about this stock being in a downtrend, and unless this stock breaks out of this 125, so this is the downtrending channel I'm watching, kind of like a resistance. And I was also talking about this 130 level being resistance. Unless it breaks 30, I'm not going to be watching this name to the upside. So far, we have a clear defined on a daily chart downtrend, but also we have ultra short term, this sort of an higher lows right here. So will it break below 110? If that's the case, I would be watching this stock to possibly head towards its 200-day moving average, which is $95 level. If I bring up all of the moving averages, you can see even by looking at the moving averages, the reason why, it's very obvious. If you look at the 50-day simple moving average, that's what I'm using, this yellow line on my chart, that represents 50-day SMA, and you can see the trend. It was moving sideways, but you can see last month and a half or so, we have a downtrend. If we take a look at the 20-day moving average, it's curling as well. 5-day moving average. So right here, right now, stock is still right where all of these moving averages are. So going forward for the next week, I would be watching if it's gonna stay, try to push above 120 and stay above these moving averages. In that case, resistance would be 130 going forward. But if it does slip below, if we see some sort of a selling pressure, which usually happens at the end of the September, also quarterly rebalancing is taking place, I believe. And we still have a week and a half or so, right? but we have only maybe 6 trading sessions going into the end of the month. So I would be watching it to the downside if we do crack below these levels, and if we break out, I would be watching it to the upside. But right here, right now, you can see on a daily chart as well, it did kill a lot of premium. So that's why if you're somebody who's trading options, you have to be careful and trade only trends, unless you are somebody who sells these premiums and hopes that price does not move. And if you do like all sorts of like spreads where you are basically taking advantage of price stalling, you did not make money this week. And if you even had far outside of the money calls and puts, I mean, premiums decayed. So now Nvidia is trading with a lot less premium, because also rate cut is out of the way. We have a 50 basis point rate cut, and also going into the next meeting, I mean, market is already trying to price into rate cuts. So far we have one, probability of one is high, but they're trying to price in 2 rate cuts. So wherever Nvidia goes, that's where the market is going to go. Going into September 27th, stock is implying $6 move up or down. So IV, you can see we were at high 70s, 80s or so, going into its earnings and going into the Fed meeting. And you can see it has adjusted a lot. It's 47% IV, so it's a lot cheaper now, but you still have to be careful, because we are entering this volatile period where, of course, we have election as well, and we have option expiration out of the way. And I have talked about it last time, where as soon as OPEX is over, you have these swings. Okay, as soon as OPEX is over, you have these swings, and I don't know which way it's gonna swing, but I know that if we do crack this level, we can, I mean, I will be watching probability of this stock basically heading to 92. Of course, it's not going to happen in 1 week. It can though, but it's very large cap and volatility has been muted, but it's going to pick up. But 95 would take, I mean, basically 20% of Nvidia's market cap. That's a pretty big move, 18%. So, but it's very crucial that it stays above this 50-day moving average. So that's what I'm watching. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.